the vanillas. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Battle of the Vanillas. The reigning champion, weighing in at 75 mLs from the House of Nobile 1942 with colors of yellow and purple. It's La Danza della Libellula, dancing with dragonflies, and the challenger is about to get bitten. Who is the challenger? Weighing in at 100 ml, Jean-Paul Gaultier. In colors of purple and gold, it's La Belle. Let the battle begin. Ding, ding. Hi, everyone. I'm Moody Boo, and I'm obviously back with another battle of the vanillas. The champion is La Danza. La Danza is just this wonderful apple, vanilla, cinnamon, coconut, a little bit of musk, maybe a little woods in the dry down. Gorgeous perfume. It has been a favorite forever. I say forever, but it's been like 5 years or something. And in perfume world, that's kind of forever. So I left real estate so that I could just test all three of these on my skin and give them a decent wearing. So I'll just lift up the sleeves of my wonderful Seattle Seahawks shirt. Doing pretty well so far. I'm not going to jinx it. Anyway, La Danza, beautiful perfume. I'm going to spray that on this hand. I'll spray La Belle on my arm here. And then the challenger I'll put on this other hand. So, two sprays only. And La Belle. Ooh, that La Danza, damn. Ah, I can tell you right now, the sprayer on La Danza is way better than La Belle. La Belle, it's not nearly as even. It has some streams and then some good vaporization at the same time. So it leaves a pretty good dribble on the arm. Whereas La Danza just left a nice, even kind of a coating on my hand. Ah, the squirrel's back. Squirrel. Right off the bat, I do notice, even though I sprayed them both basically within seconds of each other, La Belle is taking the lead for projection's sake. And this one actually is performing much better as far as the projection, and the sillage is also better with La Belle. I have walked into my own sillage with La Belle, and I don't know that I've done that. I think I've done that with La Danza too, though. And La Belle is just vanilla, pear, and vetiver, according to Fragrantica. But I'll kiss your butt twice today and 3 times tomorrow if there isn't some musk in here somewhere, because I totally get musk. Not an ugly, screechy musk, but that almost souring kind of musk. Just a little bit, not heavy at first, because that pear and the vanilla really dominate. Vetiver, I don't even know. In the deep dry down, it gets a little earthier, so maybe that's where the vetiver kicks in, but I think that ghost musk note also kicks in much more in the deep dry down in La Belle. Oh, La Belle is so pretty though. Oh my God. And the price on this is crazy compared to La Danza. Now, La Danza has 2 different versions. One is an exclusive version, and the one I have is just the regular original. The exclusive, I think, is like an intense version. I'm pretty sure. I haven't really explored it that much because everything I can see, they smell very similar. So I have one when I have the other, especially since La Danza performs so well. I don't need to upgrade, that aroma. It's perfect the way it is. So you definitely, when you first spray La Danza, it is all about the apple, the coconut, the vanilla, and the cinnamon. Now the cinnamon isn't heavy. It's not like it smells like a spiced apple pie or anything. This is much more sweet, than an apple pie. It doesn't have any real tartness like I associate a little bit with an apple pie. It doesn't have that heavy spice either, a heavier cinnamon, and there's no nutmeg and things that I would associate with an apple pie kind of a smell. So it is different than that. It's so pretty. Now, when it does dry down, because at first it's super moist, and I don't want to say it is decadent, but it's not cloying. It's not so much that you can only wear it during certain occasions. It's not like that. It's a really versatile kind of a decadent. I think Belle is as well. I think it's very decadent, and I think it's very versatile on how you can wear it. Now, I don't think either one of these really lend themselves to daytime wear, but if you were, I think Danza is a little more geared for being more accepted than Belle, just because Belle is so sweet. It's so intense to me. And that musky note is starting to come in now too. Whereas Danza has some of that woods that start to come in, and some of the sweetness and that decadence is starting to mellow out just a little bit. And it will mellow out quite a bit while keeping that coconut, vanilla, apple kind of a scent. And like I said before, the cinnamon is so lightly in the background that I don't really think you lose it. I just don't notice it as much in the dry down. Both of them are exceptionally pretty, but Belle is, I think, like half of the price of Danza. I want to say this is mid-range, right in the 150, 160, 170 range. And I'm pretty sure you can get Belle now, because there was this void where I couldn't find it anywhere when I was going to review it. I was going to tell everybody, hey, we got this cheap perfume. It's so good. It's really available and blah, blah, blah. And then I couldn't find it. And I'm like, oh, shit. Oops. But it seems to be back. So now you can find it again at really good prices. And I'm pretty sure they're all under $100, the ones that I looked at just recently. As far as the bottle, well, that's a tough one, because look at the booty on that, right? Come on now. How do you resist that? And I love the rose color. This one, though, is nice because it's really simple. So I would have to give the bottle to Belle. And price also goes to Belle. Performance and all of that also goes to Belle. Versatility goes to Danza. Danza has a much better dry down because I do not care for that muskiness that's really starting to come in now on Belle. It's not unpleasant. And maybe it isn't even musk, but that's what I'm interpreting it as, is a white musk kind of a base. It's not too heavy. Maybe it's the vetiver mixing with some of the things that's giving me this white musk accord. I don't know, but that's what I get. So that's definitely a strike against Belle. Danza is warmer. Belle is sweeter. They smell nothing alike. Don't get me wrong. I think that, well, I have worn Danza. This is not my only source of Danza. I have them in decants. I think I have a backup bottle. This is my second bottle. Or is it third? No, I think it's my second bottle. You can wear Danza year round. Belle, I would be careful in heat, in serious heat. I do think it would become potentially cloying. Wow. They are both really good. I don't know which one's going to win. Okay. All right. And the winner of the first round of the Battle of the Vanillas goes to La Danza della Libellula by Nobile 1942. It was a close one, but La Danza squeaked out a victory, much to that curvy bitch's chagrin. Next battle. The challenger, weighing in at 50 mLs, with colors of blue and silver, from the house of Stephane, Humbert, Lucas 777, it's Wish Come True. Let the battle begin. Ding, ding. Alrighty, Wish Come True, Stephane, Humbert, Lucas 777, beautiful perfume. I'm going to spray on this hand. 2 sprays and 2 sprays only. Oh, wow. Oh, right off the bat, this is a totally different vanilla than La Danza. It's sweet. It's got a hint of tart to it. It's got some incense and spice to it. It's definitely got some labdanum in it. And when it dries down, I start getting some fruity notes, but that vanilla stays there the whole time. And so there's some florals in there too. So Wish Come True is vanilla, ylang ylang, incense, labdanum, tangerine, jasmine, tuberose, ambergris, some musk, some citrus in there. When you first blast it is when it's its least sweet to me. It is all about incense and labdanum to me. Maybe a hint of tangerine. I don't think the vanilla and the ylang ylang come in as heavy until it starts drying down. Because at the top, it's all about the labdanum, the incense, and a bit of tangerine. It is not super sweet. It's very cathedral, almost smelling to me at the very, very, very top. Now already some of the vanilla and ylang ylang are starting to kick in. It's making it a little sweeter. It's making it a bit creamy. Yes, it gets much better in the dry down than it does at the top. The top is my least favorite part of it, I will say. Sprayer is really good on this bottle. I love it. It just left a nice kind of oily, just well dispersed sheen on my hand, much like La Danza did. So their sprayers are even keel. As far as the bottle, really, do we need to say? What? Yeah, is so pretty. And I keep saying these tops remind me of the tops of like those really ornate buildings in Moscow, Russia. That's what this reminds me of. And I think somebody confirmed that for me. I think they told me that that was actually his intent was to make it. So I was like, yay, message received. So the bottle, yeah, bottle here, winner, obviously. Now, Stephane's Wish Come True is definitely getting sweeter. But that incense and the labdanum stay there for me for quite some time. Oh, yeah. La Danza is much sweeter. It's much fruitier. Whereas Wish Come True is much more warm and incensey, and a little bit of sweet, a little bit of fruity, a little bit of floral, a whole lot of labdanum, which gives it a hint more sexy to me than La Danza. La Danza is more playful, I feel like, for more playful occasions. I don't really feel like it's a formal perfume. It's more fun and frivolity. Whereas Wish Come True, I definitely think is more formal. I suppose you could wear it for fun and frivolity. It is a bit of a statement maker, but not as much as I would want for going out and having a blast. That squirrel is crazy. He's like a little monkey jumping from branch to branch. Wow. So, whereas La Danza, I'm not sure if it would be really appropriate at some very formal business function or anything. Whereas Wish Come True definitely is perfect for that. Wish Come True, I think, is more unisex than La Danza. Like I said, La Danza is sweet and fruity and fun. And so a lot of men don't tend to gravitate towards those kind of perfumes as much as women do in my observations. I could be wrong, but that's what I observe. Whereas Wish Come True, I think, is much more unisex. I think men would appreciate this perfume much more on themselves than La Danza, but they may appreciate La Danza if they have a feminine significant other. They may appreciate La Danza more than Wish Come True on them. Yeah. Oh, man. Shit. I thought I knew like 2 minutes ago who was the winner, and now I'm confused yet again. I'm going to put this on pause because now we're getting up to the really high quality vanillas that are my absolute favorites, that I know are my favorites, that I'm the most confused about which ones are my all-time favorites. So I'm going to try to just take a pause here for a few minutes, let it dry down, and then come back and make a decision. That is the responsible adulting thing to do. Every once in a while I can do that, and I'm doing it now. A strike against Wish Come True is that it's quite a bit more than La Danza. I would say a good $100 more for a 50 ml bottle, whereas La Danza is a 75 ml bottle. And this is about 150, and I think Wish Come True you can get anywhere $250 to, I don't even know what retail is, $350? I don't know. I know Stephane Humbert is very spendy house. So some of the perfumes are luxury and some are more just the expensive range. So I'm not sure where this one lies, but I do know this one's quite a bit more than La Danza. So that's a strike against this one. I think the performance on Wish Come True is roughly the same as La Danza. They both last me a good 7-8 hours. It just depends on the weather too and the conditions that I'm wearing it in. And if my skin is really hydrated, I would say anywhere from, probably 7 to 9 hours I get out of either one of these two. Projection is about the same. It's about arm's length, especially for that first hour. And then it comes about elbow's length, maybe a little more. You know, it's hard to determine on yourself. You almost need to have somebody walk around you in circles and in getting smaller and smaller concentric circles so that they can tell you where the the sillage starts. Now, I wish I could have my husband do that, but he had a chemical burn in his nose, so he can't smell a lot of perfumes, especially if they're florals. He just smells flowers. He doesn't know what a rose smells like as opposed to a violet or an iris or a lilac or a honeysuckle. So poor guy. And I think the last thing that I'll say about the difference between these two is I have noticed in recent years, I have smelled some perfumes that remind me quite a bit of La Danza della Libellula. Not exact, but they definitely are in the same community. Whereas Wish Come True is, I think, much more unique, we'll say, than La Danza. All right, I've made a decision. The winner by a technical knockout. The opponent just wasn't unique enough. From Stephane Humbert Lucas 777 is Wish Come True. I bet it's this perfume's wish come true to win this battle of the vanillas. So stay tuned, because there will be more battles of the vanillas where Stephane Humbert Lucas 777 Wish Come True takes on some serious challengers From now on, the challengers are all at the top of my list. There are no stragglers from this point on. They are all the biggest and the best vanillas that I have ever smelled. So I hope you join me, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ding that bell if you want, and comment, please. But if you don't, you know it's all good, 'cause I still love you. Use your own nose. Peace.